Hey there, Cowboys Nation. Welcome back to the channel. NFL Cowboys news today. We've got a jam-packed episode with some huge updates that are going to have you on the edge of your seat. We're talking about none other than the Dallas Cowboys, and we've got some serious news coming from both the locker room and the rumor mill. First up, we've got a big update from All-Pro offensive guard Zack Martin about his future with the team. We'll also dive into the latest rumors surrounding two of the most dynamic wide receivers in the league, Kupp and Stefon Diggs. Could one of them be coming to Dallas? Well, stick around because we're breaking it all down for you. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and give us a thumbs up if you're excited to hear the latest Cowboys news. Alright, let's get into it. Alright, Cowboys fans, let's kick things off with the man, the myth, the legend, Zack Martin. If you're a Dallas Cowboys fan, you already know just how crucial Zack Martin is to this team. The 8-time Pro Bowler and 6-time first-team All-Pro is one of the best offensive guards the NFL has ever seen. But there's been some serious buzz surrounding his future with the team this offseason, and Zack Martin himself has just given us an update. So, there you have it, Zack Martin keeping it professional as always. But what does this actually mean? Well, for starters, Zack Martin is one of the highest paid guards in the NFL, and while he's under contract with the Cowboys through 2024, his contract has been a topic of discussion for the past year. Rumors had surfaced that Martin could potentially hold out for a new deal, or even request a trade to a contender. But with his comments, it looks like he's focused on helping the team win, which is a great sign for Cowboys fans. Let's be honest, Cowboys fans, we all know how important Zack Martin is to this team's success. Without him, the offensive line would be in serious trouble. The Cowboys' offense, especially Dak Prescott and the running game, relies heavily on Martin's elite play at the guard position. The way he's been able to anchor the interior of that line for so many years is nothing short of impressive. But here's the thing, Zack Martin's contract situation is a bit tricky. The Cowboys are tight on cap space, and although they could give Martin a new deal, it would require some serious maneuvering of contracts. So, while Zack may be saying all the right things in public, behind the scenes, there could be some intense negotiations going on. What do you guys think? Do you think Zack Martin will get a new deal with the Cowboys? Or do you think the Cowboys might trade him to clear up cap space for other moves? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Now, moving on to some rumors that have been circulating for weeks. Kupp, the star wide receiver for the Los Rams. Could he be on his way to Dallas? Kupp has been one of the most dominant wide receivers in the NFL for the past few seasons. The 2021 NFL Offensive Player of the Year, Kupp has had one of the most productive seasons in recent memory, and he's shown that he's a true game changer. Kupp is an elite route runner, with incredible hands and an uncanny ability to make plays in the clutch. But with the Rams in a rebuilding phase, there have been rumors that the team could look to move Kupp in order to free up cap space for younger talent. So, what's the connection to the Cowboys? Well, as we know, the Cowboys have a need at wide receiver. With the departure of Amari Cooper, the team has relied on CeeDee Lamb as the primary receiving threat. But if the Cowboys are looking to take their offense to the next level, adding a star like Kupp could really give them the boost they need. Reports have surfaced that the Cowboys have been monitoring the situation with the Rams closely. While there's no official trade proposal, the idea of pairing Kupp alongside CeeDee Lamb could make the Cowboys' offense one of the most dynamic in the NFL. Imagine Dak Prescott with those two weapons at his disposal, along with Tony Pollard and the rest of the Cowboys' offense. Now, let's talk about the cost. Kupp's contract is hefty, with a cap hit of $20 million this year. The Cowboys would have to make some significant moves to clear up that kind of space. But with the Rams possibly looking to move Kupp for a more affordable asset, could the Cowboys find a way to make it happen? If the Cowboys were able to acquire Kupp, they would certainly be making a statement to the rest of the NFC East, But is it worth the cost? Could they give up some draft capital or maybe a young player in exchange for Kupp? And more importantly, would Kupp even want to come to Dallas, given the current state of the Rams and Cowboys? There's a lot of speculation here, but it's certainly an intriguing idea. Let me know in the comments, would you want to see Cooper Kupp in a Cowboys uniform? And what would you be willing to give up to make that trade happen? Alright, the last set of rumors we're diving into today is about none other than Stefon Diggs, the superstar wide receiver for the Buffalo Bills. And yes, you guessed it, there's a chance he could be on the move. Stefon Diggs has been a major force for the Bills since being traded to Buffalo in 2020. He's one of the most dynamic playmakers in the league, with explosive speed, great route running, and hands that can make jaw-dropping catches. But recently, there have been whispers that Diggs is unhappy with his current situation in Buffalo. Some reports have suggested that he might be looking for a change of scenery, and naturally, Cowboys fans are wondering if Dallas could be a destination. Now, let's be clear. Stefon Diggs is under contract with the Bills until 2027, and a trade for him would be extremely difficult. But we know that anything can happen in the NFL. So, is there a chance the Cowboys could pull off a blockbuster trade for Diggs? The Cowboys have made it clear they want to continue building a potent offense, and while CeeDee Lamb is the clear number one guy, adding another playmaker like Diggs could take the offense to another level. Imagine a receiving core with CeeDee Lamb and Stefon Diggs on the outside, and Michael Gallup as the number 3 option. That's a nightmare for any defense in the league. But again, the cost. Diggs is one of the highest paid wide receivers in the league, and the Cowboys will need to make some tough decisions about salary cap space and what assets they're willing to give up in a potential trade. It's not an easy deal to pull off, but you have to wonder if the Cowboys are at least picking up the phone to see what it would take. So, what do you think, Cowboys fans? Is Stefon Diggs a realistic option for the Cowboys? And if so, would you be willing to make the trade? Let me know in the poll in the comments below. There you have it, folks. Some exciting updates and rumors surrounding the Dallas Cowboys. With Zack Martin's future in question, the possibility of adding a superstar wide receiver like Cooper Kupp or Stefon Diggs, the Cowboys' offseason is shaping up to be one of the most intriguing in recent years. I'd love to hear your thoughts on all of this. Will Zack Martin get a new deal? Should the Cowboys trade for one of these star wide receivers? Or do you think the Cowboys need to focus on other areas? Drop your comments below, and let's get the conversation going. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, hit that notification bell so you never miss an update, and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Until next time, Cowboys Nation.